Hello and welcome to another episode of Snack Sized Business, where we get to dig in a little deeper with women who are driving industry. So this year, as you know, we've changed things up a little bit. Rather than do a out-of-the-box bio, or rather in-the-box bio, we've asked our participants for 5 interesting, maybe unknown facts about them or their business. So today's first interview is Jennifer Frye. She is the CEO and founder of Appreciated Asset Business Solutions. So Jennifer drinks iced coffee 365 days a year, even on the coldest day. So that's dedication, right? She moved to Charleston from Manhattan. You know, a woman after my own heart, for sure, a fellow Manhattanite, and gets back there to visit as often as she can. She and her son Max are obsessed with travel, and they love sharing travel hacks. And so this year, she decided to become a morning person. I don't know how that happened, so we'll have to talk about that. But she decided to become a morning person and begins each day at 5 a.m. and finds that she absolutely loves it. So I can't wait to dig into some of these facts with Jennifer and ask her our new, revised, and updated 3 questions. So stay with us for Jennifer Frye, CEO and founder of Appreciated Asset Business Solutions. Well, welcome to the show, Jennifer Frye, CEO and founder of Appreciated Asset Business Solutions. So can you spend a moment just sharing with us like the elevator pitch for the business?
Yeah. At Appreciated Asset, we provide a concierge level done for you appointment setting service, setting our clients up new business appointments with their prospect wish list.
Ooh, that is delicious. I love that. You are so necessary. You are so necessary, especially for small businesses like myself. All right, so that's terrific. I wanted to ask you, before I get to the actual 3 questions, so how do you decide to become a morning person? How does that happen? What is the process?
I'm always up for a new challenge. And I've never considered myself a morning person. I've always said I was a night owl. But I did realize that mornings were a great time where I had, as someone who's really easily distracted, where I had really minimal distractions. And I had some space in my day to create some really intentional time for myself to be doing things to move myself forward personally and my personal development, but also my business.
Gotcha. Oh, I love that. And so you said this year, so the beginning of this year, we're here we are almost at the end of 2022. Is it working for you? Is it giving you all the things that you had envisioned?
So look, I don't jump out of bed like ready to take on the day.
With a song in your heart?
That's not happening. But I do, when the alarm goes off at 5, I'm usually up a few minutes before that alarm goes off at this point. And I ease myself into it. I didn't just go from a 6 a.m. alarm to a 5 a.m. alarm. So I eased myself into it. But when I realized that I've like laid around and scrolled and done like really kind of mindless stuff, where I could have been really intentional with that time, I kind of kick myself about it. And so it makes it easier to get up the next day. Because how much I really do appreciate that time.
I totally understand. Now, I have one more question in that vein.
Yeah.
Do you have a set bedtime that you have to be in bed in order to be able to get up at 5 o'clock?
I mean, I should.
So that's a no?
No, but I have been, again, more intentional about the way I spend my time before I go to sleep.
Okay, well, thank you for filling me in on that. I appreciate it. So let me ask you.
If you had told me this a year ago, by the way, if you told me that a year ago that this would be this conversation, I never would have believed you.
Right. So look what you've done in a year. That's amazing.
Right.
All right. So the first of the actual 3 questions.
Okay.
What conversation do you wish you'd had but didn't?
I wish I had some harder, more honest conversations with myself
Mm-hmm.
earlier on in my business about who I was best serving and who my service was best fit for. And it's really hard to do that and make those discerning decisions early in a business where you're building and you're trying to just bring in, and you don't really know yet exactly, because a lot of this is gathering a lot of data. But getting realistic with myself about that the service is not for everyone and learning that earlier on. And stop trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. I think as founders, we're going so fast to just try to build and make money, and so that we're throwing shit against a wall just to see what might stick. You know?
And one more thing, the other conversation I wish I had with myself is just about dropping what other people think of me and not really worrying, showing up more earlier and more authentically on social media. Because since I've started doing that in these last several months, the feedback that I've gotten of the people that I've really inspired them to do the same for themselves and their business and their lives, it's been amazing to me. And it really wasn't about trying to think of something to say, but being inspired and sharing when I felt the inspiration.
Authentic and vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's always a winning combination. And two, it plays into what you said earlier about not being for everyone and being okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a hard thing. I think that's a grown-up thing, you know?
Yeah. I wish it hadn't taken me quite so long to figure that out, but it really is pretty freeing once you really embrace it.
Agreed. Yeah. All right. So question number 2, what do you love about what you do?
I love business. I love business development. I love business growth. I really do. I love creating wealth. So the fact that we provide a service that we do that for other businesses is this incredible ripple effect. So it's not just our team and ourselves and our employees that are, gaining financially, but it's also our clients that are doing the same and their clients. And it's just this incredible ripple effect of helping other businesses grow. I love the energy of it.
Oh, that's terrific. That's a great answer. Thank you. All right. So third and final formal question. Okay. What communication advice do you live by?
Hurt people hurt people.
Okay.
So
tell me what that means to you.
Yeah. So I've built a business cold calling for a living. And I've helped my clients build their businesses and grow their businesses through cold calling campaigns that we do for them. And cold calling, a lot of people really hate it because the threshold for rejection is pretty high. People can be really, really nasty. But something that I always remind myself, as well as my team and my clients, and lately my son, I have an 8-year-old son, is that hurt people hurt people. The way someone treats you has nothing to do with who you are. It has to do with who they are. And if someone is nasty to you, it's because they're really not good with themselves. Because you can say no to someone or no thank you or not interested without being a jerk.
Yes.
If someone who needs you down does that to make themselves feel better, because truly only hurt people will go out and try to hurt people. Someone who's good with who they are will not do that.
Yeah. That's really good advice, Jennifer. Very thoughtful. I know that I've heard that phrase before, but when you put it in the context of your business and the fact that, your business is based on communicating with people maybe for the first time, that gives a new perspective. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So before I let you go, I want to talk about your iced coffee addiction.
It's a thing. I've already finished my bucket this morning, you can see. So
how did this happen? So when did the iced coffee thing start?
My dad always loved it, and so like as a kid, I think. And growing up in Boston, I'm a Dunkin' Donuts girl at heart, and so coffee there, getting those drive-through coffees, and then I think running a business while having a son that didn't sleep through the night for the first 17 months.
Yeah,
pretty important to being able to get through my day, and I just really enjoy it. And now with my morning time, I love the ritual of just having quiet time.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for indulging me in that question. I appreciate it. And I certainly appreciate your time and your humor, Jennifer. Thank you so much. And again, for our listeners, for our viewers, do you want to drop your website, or how can they reach out to you if they need your service?
Yeah, so our website is appreciatedasset.com. We are also on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram. You can send us a DM through any of those. And we really would love to chat with you about how we might be able to support you with some intentional growth with your business.
Brilliant. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.